It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cornhuskers offense will take the field first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Here's a heat. Got his man downfield. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented. But some of the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team, they believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
Grab near the marker. It's Key. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Cornhuskers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Oh, they're after him. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Bringing it back.
perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Off the play fake on first down. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
There's a very high standard and a high bar when you're playing defense in Nebraska. You always hear people talk about the black shirts. Well, this guy right here, he fits into that because of his speed. You saw on that blitz, they had no shot at blocking him. He's able to get home to the quarterback to come up with a massive sack.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling.
Great job by the running back there with the vision and patience. He sees the hole, puts his foot in the ground. He's able to get North up the field with a great burst and get the first down.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play.
They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the line. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move.
Trying to slam it.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Quarterback on the keeper. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the board.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Makes the grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success. Quickly to the tight end.
Looking for room at the 40. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Now, you got to read it quick, right? And he makes a quick decision, gets that thing out of his hand, but make sure your feet are set, and you still got to be accurate, even though you're trying to get rid of that ball so fast.
That's reeled in. It's Johnson. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. If you pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. As he throws. And they fail to hook up on third down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Navy answered the bell away from Annapolis today with an impressive victory. The midshipmen knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Rides the back on the option, the give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the big fella. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. Defense looks like they're coming. Goes to the option. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. And here comes the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Wants to bring it back. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. To the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Sure hands, it's Barney. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Markway. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Wants to throw on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's locked. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. And the Huskers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Barres. Slips through the line. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 39 after a good return on that one. Here come the Irish back on offense. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
They'll immediately call timeout. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Gets it out quickly. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Carr. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They go to the ground. Crosses the 35. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on.
The Huskers will kick it off to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I don't think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fields. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Marcus Freeman added another chapter to the Year 3 success stories of Notre Dame coaches taking the Irish to the national championship game, and he looks like a cornerstone coach for the future.
It was so impressive what they were able to do, bouncing back from an early season loss against Northern Illinois when everybody counted them out. He's done an outstanding job recruiting. He's got a great coaching staff. This team is built and ready to make another run.
Yeah, he's got superstar written all over him. He has the next coach to break that ceiling and win a title. Just recruiting up, belief up, discipline up. Notre Dame looks like a national championship contender.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got a man, it's Johnson. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. The Cornhuskers moving quickly to the line. I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
And I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's where quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space, take advantage of it, get it to my running back, let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Mills. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
Just keep swinging it. Fires to the right. He's got it. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Snap it to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Perez. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here come the Irish back on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. They'll run the option. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Dropping back, it's Carr. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Ives. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Huskers want to pick up the tempo. Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
The Huskers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Air Force just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in Colorado Springs. They'll enjoy this one all week. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Dropping back, it's Carr. He's got his man across the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
What a fantastic play there from the linebacker position. You think about guys like Trev Alberts, Levante David, some of the Nebraska greats playing the linebacker spot. Those guys were able to run. And because of that, they could get to the quarterback when blitzing. This guy with his speed is a guy that they need to deploy time and time again, getting after the quarterback. He's got some wheels.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8-ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Quick strike complete. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's caught. It's key. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air, it's Raiola. That's caught. It's Ives. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Hunter. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Looking to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Cornhuskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Huskers will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Looking to throw, it's Carr. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Caught over the middle. It's Pauling. Pulled down for the tackle.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Irish send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Let's see what he can do with it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
They send the tight end in motion. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Running back searching for a hole. There he goes. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. The handoff to Johnson. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead. Late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute, I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Waning moments, huge 4th down, and this crowd is rising to the occasion. Not sure why they want to throw again. He's got it, 1st down and more. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement, the epilogue, the finish.